welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out they're to be classy.
Yeah.
Or they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here with Tootie's in a new edition. She's down the gym doing a little powerlifting. She's into it. She got the pre-workout, the protein bars, which aren't bad. I like the strawberry. She's really getting after it.
She doing roids? What's she doing?
I don't know, man. She's doing clean jerks and hangs and the other stuff.
I'll give you a clean jerk.
Goblin squats.
That's what I call my shower time.
She's got the belt on and everything.
Got the straps on the hands.
My co-host is coming at you from across the tables. We call a family episode here at AYG. Just the boys, the bozos, and the homies, just the way we like it. Circling the wagons,
Sure.
taking some stock, some inventory, making sure everybody's okay. A little check-in. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What up, gang? As always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. And then, obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyouGarbage. You go over there, you get all that bonus content, gang.
Yes, sir. A lot of videos, Ireland, Disney, not to mention, if you heard the words Bloody Woods getting thrown around the last couple of weeks, you've been seeing it on the social medias.
Performance of a lifetime, people.
Find out over there on Patreon. How is Shawshank this time of year, Kevin, by the way?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking. This is my new autumn vibes I got. I'm a Levi's man. They're cut.
Is that Levi's?
Yeah, they're cut for the bigger boys.
You're like Buddy Lee.
This is a medium.
You know Buddy Lee?
From what?
He was like the spokesman for a little while.
I don't know.
He was like a little cartoon, like a little fat guy, Buddy Lee.
No.
No?
Nope.
Had an album out there. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Now I'm a Levi's man in the autumn time, in the fall season. That's what I'm doing.
There's Buddy Lee right there. Oh, shit, he looks like you.
Maybe a little bit.
Little Kippy.
Yeah.
Huh? Buddy Kippy.
Yeah, it does look like me.
Imagine that
Somebody
little-
get that kid a heater.
They use that little freak to sell jeans. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because you see him and you shitting them, you got to get a new pair.
Put that thing in a glass case.
Yikes.
Put the hex on you. Oh, I wouldn't want that thing looking
That
at
thing
me.
gonna get you.
I have to say, you have you're slightly reinventing yourself a little bit.
Okay, I don't like where this is. This is when you ain't got nothing in the tank. You go
Style-wise.
for personal attacks.
No, I'm not. And I
Yeah.
got plenty in the tank.
Uh-huh.
Where do you see the gem I brought for us today? I've been wanting to do that as well. I don't know which direction
What,
to
steal
go.
my style?
No,
That's
not
what
steal
you do.
your
It's
style.
well documented.
No.
Listen, it's well documented. You steal my style.
Well, I'm going back down these days.
Where, to Burger King? What are you talking
I'm
about?
on my way back down. Down about 14.
Okay.
I'm not saying nothing. Not a big deal. And I'm getting it in a couple of weeks. I'll be at my crossover, where I can wear things a little bit better.
Okay.
And I want to take this opportunity. I think I'm done with the Hawaiians. I just don't know where to go from here. Plus, all my Hawaiians are all stained and the collar's all fucked up.
Sure, those things.
I need a collar stay.
Those things are rode hard and put away wet.
They
Those
are,
things, yikes.
They don't wash well either. That big boy fabric. I had to figure it out though.
Got to starch them things up real good.
I was thinking about that. I should do more dry clean stuff.
Well, you
When's the
saw-
last time you brought anything to the dry cleaner?
Who saw a picture of my? Oh, was it you? We were talking about my dad. Maybe the first and only time you ever met my dad. You said
Starch jeans.
he had a crease in his dungarees, and he would take them to the cleaners, and he came out. Those things were a crisp.
This guy's on edge.
That and his jean shorts he get pressed too.
Even-
I'm gonna go get them pressed.
Dude, even if your jeans are nervous, you gotta pull it back a little bit. Goddamn rigid.
Take his Xanax, fucking have a beer, do something.
But I want to ask you this. I've been doing a little work over there at the house, the kitchen, getting everything organized, to really move forward.
Wait,
to be successful.
At your kitchen?
At my house, over at Hank's place.
What's the work you're doing? You make it sound like you're putting in a new range.
I've been making it more user-friendly. I got a cutting board. I got a big cutting
that's a
board.
lot of work.
Shout out to the food freak. I hit him up and asked him what kind of cutting board I should get. Oh, high-end prices, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Sometimes you hear
It's a block. It's a wooden block.
Yeah, somebody something, and they come back when you're like, I can get this for $8 at Marshall's. What are we doing? This is nuts.
Yeah, this is 600. 600?
Uh-huh.
I'm cutting up my Whopper on this thing and doing it on a plate.
Speaking of Marshalls, we went to Marshalls or one of them stores. Wife loves them stores.
Sure.
I hate them because you can't. There's no organization. It's like digging through a FEMA tent. It's horrible. But we went to get like an area rug. Right?
Okay.
And they're hanging out. We can't find the price, whatever. So we ask a nice gentleman to come over. And he's got on.
You're asking for customer service at a Marshall's?
Man.
What are you, nuts?
They're not happy about that. We were trying to ask a price. That's all we were asking.
Pussy, I don't know you.
Because it was rolled up. The carpet was rolled up, and we could see like a little corner of it. We go, oh, that's nice. And I'm like,
The foot sticking out.
do I just unroll this in the fucking houseware section?
I'm big on that now.
What?
I've gotten to that age where I'll just open shit in the store.
I also, yeah.
Fuck them.
What, are you going to sue me?
Yeah, fuck them. If I got to see it, I got to get the feel. You know what I mean? I'm going in. I don't care what it is. Eggs, it doesn't matter.
Hey, cracking them.
I want to see that orange yolk.
Sure. Make sure I don't catch a hanger. And
Pushing off pasture raised.
make sure there's no beak or nothing in there. And the kid came over and he rolled up the rug, and I was like, "Hey man, can I just like undo this?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it for you." Very nice kid.
Oh, I would have been like, "Are you gonna buy this?"
I know. I felt
not fucking unroll a rug.
I felt so bad.
Hey, you
and there's
fat
also
bastard.
there's no area to do it, so it's like leaning over a recliner.
Oh, you suck. Who are you?
I
Roll the dice. You're at Marshall's.
I'm not just buying a rug sight unseen.
Why not?
That's crazy. So break my goddamn back carrying it out of there, shoving it into the trunk of the car. So I was just like, no, we asked him the price. We didn't ask him to unroll it. We asked to see the price. Like, this doesn't have a tag. And then I just watched him.
This is Marshall's, dickhead. Nothing's got tags.
I watched him make up a price. He started looking, because I this is what I do, right? I see that there's no tag on it. I look for a comp that's hanging in the, how they have them hanging?
Oh, really?
So I go like, all right,
something comparable? You don't know the thread count on that?
No, but I go like, all right, the brand, I forget what it was. It was a whatever, maybe a Ralph Lauren, if I remember correctly.
He's making rugs now?
I guess. I mean, it's probably just
For Marshalls?
old T-shirts that didn't move. It's all defective shit or shit that didn't sell. But
some type of chemical on it.
this guy. So I see the size. It was like whatever, it's 8x10 or whatever it was. So I go, all right, well, like give me a ballpark. So I start looking at other 8x10s. Like, all right, it's going to be $149 or like whatever the fuck it was. So I saw him just look. He goes, this one's $149. I'm like, you just made that shit up, dude. You don't fucking know. But as he unrolled, he's like, all right, have you seen it yet? We're like, not really. So he nicely offered
Kid selling you?
to unroll it.
Hire this man.
No, because then he's bending over, and I'm like, oh, like he unrolls like a little bit, and he keeps going more, and now I feel weird. I'm like, buddy, it's cool. We both co-sign like it is. Well, we'll take it, And
At least you bought it.
He's leaning over. I didn't want to because he's leaning over, and a huge fucking snot thing falls out of his nose right onto the carpet. And I'm like, and he just like rolled it up. He's like, this will be waiting for you at the cashier. I'm like, well, buddy.
That and a little COVID.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, come on, man.
I did that
He looked up at me and was like, did you see that? And I was like, I just looked away. I didn't have the heart.
I did that the other night. I was on stage somewhere, and sometimes when you're doing stand-up, you spit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this was like
Hit her with a food bowl. Bing.
This was like the size of a rigatoni. And I saw this lady go,
Matrix there.
ducked me. Broke my ankles. Listen, this is what I wanted to ask you. So what I've been saying is, I'm trying to get the house more.
You bought a cutting board. Stop trying to.
I bought a cutting board, and I'm clearing off the countertop so I can have the blender for my protein shakes and all that kind of stuff, so we can eat right and move forward. Okay, so
I hate this. I hate this version of you.
Healthy Foley.
No. Like all this work that goes into doing a thing that you never do. I'm getting the kitchen ready.
You got to have a good space to operate.
So you can make your milkshakes. My milkshake brings out a boys at a yard, and they're like,
I got a real shitty blender.
oh, I got a bad joke.
Oh, things suck.
Upgrade that.
Oh, yeah, upgrade. Talk about a lumpy shake. That's Dr. Lumps over here, gang.
Man, I remember Patty putting out a couple of lumpy shakes back in the day.
I love a lumpy shake. Sign me. It's like it's the best of both worlds. You get a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of drink.
Drinking mashed potatoes. Fuck out of here. So I'm going through my my ladle.
You're redoing the kitchen.
I'm redoing
because that's what you made it sound like.
I'm going through my ladle cup. Okay?
What's a ladle cup?
Like I have like a little bucket on my thing.
What? A bucket? Okay. A bunch of flies. What do you mean a ladle cup?
Like where I keep like my ladles, my tongs, my whisks,
Gotcha.
all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Next to my dull knives.
Oh man, dude, I
got the knives of a fucking bad serial killer.
Dude, it's bad.
Man.
Mine don't even spread butter.
Dude, if you come into my house and I got to go to work on you, man, good luck getting stitched up. These are going to be sloppy. It's bad.
Yeah.
Handles loose. Anyway, I'm going through, and it's something that, like, we just bought at some point, never really used, and we got the wooden spoons and all that kind of stuff. So I come across this thing, and I got to go to war with the bird over what the fuck this is or why we need it. Can you tell me
I got one of them.
what the fuck that is?
That's a Marshall's.
Besides a dirty rug.
Oh, yeah, dude. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have a vacuum for a couple of weeks.
What?
Yeah, but the vacuum.
You pawn it? Go pick this up.
Up in Detroit.
Yeah, no, I got one of them. That's a Marshall special. You buy that for like that and 4 other things that stink for $7.99.
The other things are great. You got the wooden spatula.
That's just a spoon.
But do you know why there's a hole in it?
Aerodynamics.
No, I did a little research.
Uh-huh.
A lot of wild theories out there.
Stick your weenie in there?
One, close, it's to put pasta in.
Oh,
so
that's
you
a serving
know
size of pasta.
use.
I did know that.
That's crazy. I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where the fuck that's a serving size of pasta.
That's one rigatoni.
It's like half a stuffed shell. Yeah,
I did hear that.
Also, that's
it should be 1 inch, right? I think a thing of like pasta, like spaghetti, is a 1 inch circle.
I should slap the shit out of you. That's crazy.
Why you?
That's because when you go to those places where they turn it with the fork with 2 prongs, that's when you know you're getting screwed. And they turn it,
fluffing it up.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Give me something. Give me.
I like a nice plate of pasta. Carbo loading. I got to work out in a couple of days.
I got a milkshake. I gotta get.
Also,
Yeah.
there's word on the street that that's the size of what a meatball should be.
I mean,
IKEA.
No. Yeah.
The Italians, the Italians, they go little meatballs on the other
No,
side.
Swedes do.
Yeah. That's
Swedes.
Yeah, that's Swedish.
I'm telling you,
Or Rocky
an
Mountain.
old school Italian from over there. Keep an eye on them. They'll tell you the meatball's supposed
They're
to be
ripping
small.
you off those grease bags. Those fucking dirty,
How dare you?
dirty guineas. They're trying to get one over on you.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's we got one. I don't like that. I don't like any of that shit.
I found out what it really is for.
What?
Can you guess what that might be?
Get better, less resistance when you're cracking your kids with it. I remember my buddy got walloped with one of them one time.
When your nana is going to work on
Dude,
you.
his mom got this spoon, and I was in the living room. Awkward.
Never got the spoon. Got the belt. Got the pot one time. I got a pot launched at me.
Sure.
Connected, too. That's a sticky situation.
Whatever it was, you
room.
deserved it for sure.
100%. I still held it over her head for a couple of weeks. A couple of G.I. Joes out of her. That, gentleman, is a risotto spoon. That's what that is.
But why is the hole there then?
I don't know. They're Italians. They're fucking crazy.
But what did the risotto fall through the spoon?
So it doesn't mush up the risotto too much.
That makes sense.
That's about 9 hours of my weekend right there.
Jesus Christ,
Trying to crack that
busy
case.
day. I mean, how did you find time to redo the kitchen with all this research
That
going
was
on?
part of it.
Figured
You're
out
also,
what the hell
you're
that
also
is.
going to get a bunch of splinters in your risotto.
I know that.
I threw that fucking thing
that
out.
thing.
What are you, nuts?
That thing looks like it's been in the yard for a couple of weeks.
I do this. I do a spoon when I'm cooking. I do a tablespoon. That's what the chefs do.
Yeah,
You do a spoon
I know. I agree.
for my eggs.
I'm right there with you.
I love making eggs.
I have a little bit of an update we think we talked about it on the Patreon, but I'm trying to get my hands on a mid-90s Chevy
You're
Lumina.
still pushing this?
Yeah.
It's over, dog.
No, it's not.
Get a bike.
I got a guy on the line, and we lowballed him. And he was like, "That's disgraceful. I would never. This is a firm price.
I'll give you $20 less.
It's non-negotiable." Okay, so I go. I'm walking. Or I have my associates handling this.
Of what you offered him.
Yeah.
He was offended.
We offered him about half.
For what he was asking.
Yeah.
What's the mileage on this hunk of junk?
I don't know. Under 50 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sitting around, huh? Some old ladies.
Sitting around. Well, that's
She didn't die in it or nothing, did she?
I don't know. Well,
That's
then
the last thing you need.
So then this guy hits me up.
Some old broad sitting in the back seat.
She's in the trunk. You didn't check the trunk. This car stinks. I then get a text says, "I got a DWI, so I got to sell this car quick. Are you still interested? I'm negotiable at this point."
There you go.
Yeah, now I got to
What an idiot as far as negotiation.
What a sucker.
Let me know you got your back up against the wall.
I know, so I lowballed them even more.
I would have been like, I got 6 of these things. I don't even give a shit about selling them.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to get it for what I think it's worth.
Uh-huh.
A couple grand, $2,000.
What's the color?
White.
Really?
That was my original ride.
You running this up the flagpole and all that stuff?
To who, my wife?
I don't know, the HOA or whoever you got to answer to?
The wife does not like the idea.
Fucking weirdo.
But she goes, "It's you, it's yours." I go, "Okay."
You look like you're coaching soccer on the weekends or
Be
something.
doing wheelies, flipping switches on this thing.
Turf your own lawn.
Going to buy beer.
What if he got caught in this ride?
What do you mean?
What if he got the DWI
That's
in
what
this
I'm a
ride?
little on the fence if he got a DWI in it.
What's the big deal? Of
I
course
don't
he
know.
did. What do you think? He has other vehicles?
To me, this was
Drinking and driving. Guy's on his last legs. Probably going to blow his brains out.
in the car.
Yeah.
Then I can get them for cheaper.
Wait. Why does that matter? It's not like it was in an accident.
I don't know. It's
You don't
just,
know.
I don't know. That's bad juju.
Outstanding warrant.
There should be, you know, they have like Carfax. You check the Carfax
I think they do have something like that.
for Deweys.
I don't know about for Dewey.
Dewey.com.
He also called it the
Find
trash.
out if the new old car you're buying.
He
was
called it
fault.
the trashier version is the DWI.
Yeah.
But this guy's jammed up, and I'm going to take it.
He was high as shit.
Yeah.
He's old school.
Oh, it's just like perfect trash. Like this guy's getting rid of this fucking piece of shit car. He's all jammed up. I'm looking to buy
50 miles though, or 50,000.
something like that. Yeah.
That was my mother's car written all.
Well, it's an
over it.
old person's car.
Yeah. If I had to guess, if I did a little profile in here, I would say
I didn't think it was his car.
things aren't going great for this guy.
You don't think? This guy's partying. What are you talking about?
It's his car that he got from his mom after she passed away, and it just sat in her garage for a long time. She maybe went to the grocery store or whatever. He got the car, got a little tuned up, got busted. Now, but when you get your license back eventually, you're going to get rid of the
He
car?
probably needs the cash. That's what I assume.
Lawyer fees.
His fee's negotiable.
Lawyer.
They run you like 10 grand
I know,
apparently.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive out there, gang.
Of course.
It's bad news.
Kev, let's talk about Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
Ooh, we're talking about Mint Mobile. I'll say it one more time. Mint Mobile, gang. Do yourself a favor. Get over there to said Mint Mobile. Why are you paying all that money a month for your phone service? Huh? Mint Mobile, you know how much it is, Pinhead?
How much?
$15 a month.
Oh, wow.
You got to get to 3 months, but what the hell are you doing here? It's not some fly-by-night operation.
Sure.
I get a little commitment from you.
Mint Mobile is here to the rescue. All plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
I was going to say, what's that, 2G, 3G?
Talking 5G.
5G.
Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number, all with your existing contacts.
Keep my number.
And keep your number.
There you go.
Ditch the overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's been using it for years. It was easy peasy. I found it way before this podcast ever existed. Bada bing, you plug it in, beep, boop, bop, boop, boop. You're off to the races.
And I thought ill of you. Mint Mobile. What's that all about? And then we got a hold of them. Holy shit.
They're a real deal. To get this new customer offer with your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/garbage. That's mintmobile.com/garbage. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/garbage. $45 upfront payment is required, which is equivalent to $15 a month for 3 months. New customers on a first 3-month plan only. Speed slower, above 40 gigabytes, obviously. On the unlimited plan, additional taxes, fees, and subscriptions apply. Go see Mint Mobile for more details. Now back to the show.
Back to the show. Kip, let's talk about Factor.
Shout out to Factor.
Let's talk about it. It's now the fall. Things are getting busy. You got the holidays coming up. Do you want to be a big fat pig walking into Thanksgiving and Christmas? And they're like, oh, my God, Jimmy got big. Because that's happened to me a lot, I'll tell you that. But it ain't going to happen this year because I'm on Factor, baby. Do yourself a favor. Get over to Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. You throw it in the microwave. 2 minutes. Fantastic. Fresh, never frozen. Kippy, hit him.
Yeah, dietitian approved. I did not like that. When it comes to meals, everybody wants the same thing, option, and that's why Factor's they offer 35 wholesome meals every week, including gourmet plus keto, calorie smart, vegan, and veggie. You'll find something that suits your lifestyle. There's more than Factor just lunches and dinners. They got brekkies. They got smoothies.
They got the add-ons.
They got midnight snacks. Over 60-plus add-ons, baby. I've been using it for years. Not religiously. I got other weight problems I'm managing. Don't take me as what you'll be if you stick to Factor.
But they're fantastic. They're fresh. They're good as hell.
It's an easy way to stay on track, especially if you live a hectic lifestyle or you hate cooking. They send them, bada bing. I throw them up. I like that shredded chicken taco bowl in a pan.
You don't feel heavy after them. That's the thing. You don't.
Sure.
You feel lean and mean.
You should feel heavy on the moon. Head to factormeals.com/garbage50 and use the code garbage50 to get 50% off your first box.
Wait, what?
And 20% off your next month.
What?
That's code garbage50 at factormeals.com/garbage to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box. Do it.
That's a lot.
All right, that being said, we got a Guy Starring Family episode on our hands, gang. As you know, when you join the old Patreon, we will answer your garbage question on the air, and we got a couple humdingers this episode. This one's a home run. This is from Nicholas Long. Have you ever untucked your shirt midway through the workday?
Ooh.
That guy is phoning it in, dude.
I got to a certain point where the tucked-in shirt was the way of the dinosaurs.
Sure.
Just not even doing it. A suit doesn't matter. It's untucked. Now, if I did that, I would the bottom of it would look like spaghetti. It'd be all crinkled.
I know, yeah. My whole thing, there's a bigger guy reaches a certain point where it makes you look a little better. There's a certain weight I carry where tucked in, it's
really?
That guy looks like a football player or something. But it's got to be the right shirt. It's got to be the right pants. It happens once in a blue moon, but sometimes it happens. You look svelte.
When's the last time you wore a tucked-in shirt?
Anytime I wear a suit.
Yeah.
I've gotten off the shirt and tie, but I mean, I had to go to a wedding for my wife. I did, but I just do like the knit or whatever. Just like a black knit shirt under it. Who am I trying to impress?
Looking like Nick Castellanos.
Yeah. I mean, my tits are a flopping. Those don't do great. But that was always the thing when I worked at Acme as a cashier. At some point, you had to have your shirt tucked in. Blue Acme shirt tucked into. I wore a pair of they were my dad's olive green khaki, like khaki Dockers. Dude, these things had the wallet mark in them from him. Like these things were old. I never had dress clothes.
Were they pleated up top?
Probably, yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
I didn't realize that wasn't a thing. And one of my brother's boys, I was like in college or something. He was like, "Dude, lose the pleats." The pleats are back now, though.
Are they? The kids are wearing them?
That, and I wore square-toed dress shoes way too long.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I wore those way too long.
Yeah.
Look like I was making cookies in a tree.
Like you were Swedish or something. Gleben Glorben.
That's right. I hated them when they came out, and then like 5 years after they weren't cool, I needed some shoes and probably went to a Salvation Army and got them. And people were like, "What?" I had a pair of Skechers sneaker shoes that were.
What's a sneaker shoe?
Like how Skechers was doing.
Oh, the combos.
Yeah, like they were like leather.
Yeah,
but they had like turf shoes bottoms. Yeah. They were all over the place.
They still kind of are.
No, not those.
Those like
worse than those.
Those Rockport.
Okay, that one right. I love a Rockport. Those right there in the middle, Luke. Up one. That would be the closest thing.
Those look like you're cycling in the Tour de France.
But it had It had laces.
Yeah, they have like they're like the Skechers does like the waiter shoe.
Yeah, and it had like a proper square, like that was the end of my foot.
Mm-hmm.
It was proper square. Man, those things. There were somebody else's too. I can't remember who I got them from, like one of my buddies. I think I was at a size 11 and he was like a 12 and a half, and I was wearing them and they were molded into his foot.
That was every one of my dress shoes. I got them from my brother, who
It's like
probably
wearing somebody else's condom.
stole them from his
like
friend or something. There's a lot of room in this.
Damn me.
I remember one time I walked to Payless Shoes. We was living in New York. I walked to a Payless Shoes in Harlem because I had a job interview.
Ouch.
This is when I didn't have a suit. I had putting together gray slacks, a white button up, a tie, and I was like, I need new shoes. These things that I was wearing in this.
That'll get you the job.
And I walked. I'm like, I had never bought a pair.
Get a new pair of losers.
Air Baldies. I had never bought a pair of dress shoes like myself.
Really?
And I was probably, Jesus, I was probably 32. Wait, I moved up here at 29, 30. Yeah, I was
Who
probably.
would take you? Your mom?
Where?
To get dress shoes?
I just used Danny's or my dad's.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, what kind of life was I leading in high school and college that I needed dress shoes?
I don't know, formal, semi-formal,
Yeah, that's
homecoming?
one night. I just wear my brother's shoes or whatever.
Striking out either way.
It don't matter.
Keep me wearing.
I'm there in Airwalks.
Keep me wearing those slippers from fucking The Wizard of Oz. You still ain't getting home, baby.
I'm there clicking my heels in a pair of fucking penny loafers.
I wish I had a rough handy.
So I thought I was so broke, dude. I was so broke, and I needed a pair of dress shoes for this job interview. It was the next morning. It's about 7 p.m. Retail shutting down in New York around 8. You know what I mean? And
Running in like Jingle All the Way.
I was so dead set on I thought a pair of black dress shoes was going to cost me like $14.99. And I walked.
Payless more than that?
Dude, they were like $39.99.
You should give you like 6 pair with them now.
No, dude, whatever. This was New York Payless. They ain't fucking around.
Sure.
This thing, man. I remember I went, who the hell do you think you are, Payless? I had to turn around and walk out and get them. Didn't get the job either.
Sometimes the box is sturdier than the shoe, and you don't realize how bad of a shoe that they push out sometimes until after like a week of wearing them, and they just disintegrate.
Yeah.
And you see inside the sole, and you're like, that's just newspaper.
Yeah, it's bad. They don't have good. They don't have good staying power. If you buy shoes there at like fucking H&M or Marshalls, they don't have they're not built like shoes. They're built like accessories.
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
DSW, gentleman's store.
That used to be we used to go to that DSW on 79th and Broadway.
When they hit, they also had sneakers too.
Yeah.
Is that a national chain?
DSW, yeah.
Yeah. they're all
Dress
over
Shoe
the place.
Warehouse.
Dress Shoe Warehouse.
Or Designer Shoe Warehouse.
I think that makes sense. Designer brands, DSW.
Can you give me the official name for DSW? Oh, I remember getting. Do you remember like there was those? They were like dress shoes, but also sneakers, and they were kind of cool at some point. Norman used to roll around in them a lot. Do you remember them? They were like kind of colored.
No.
They were like bowling shoes a little bit.
No. I always wanted to roll with bowling shoes. I thought I could bring those into style in high school. Didn't work. I think I wore once.
It's a zany move.
Yeah.
Got to be a certain type of guy to pull that off.
Yeah, I thought I was that guy.
They looked a little bit like these.
You're not that guy.
You're just slipping everywhere.
They looked a little bit like that, but they were like shoey. Man, I bought a pair of DSW. Fucking. And I wore them to a bachelor party or something in Atlantic City. And I had a
Even
Letterman's.
the strippers wouldn't go near
Dude,
you.
I had a Letterman's jacket on. Why? That's what I was running. No, a varsity jacket, not a letter. We're like. You remember those?
I remember. No, hold on. I remember that specific jacket when you were wearing your varsity
It was
jacket.
blue.
Yes.
It was a blue H&M, and it had like leather patches like right here. Man, you couldn't tell me. Dude, when I started fitting into H&M gear, you couldn't tell me shit. I got a new job, so I had like at least, I was broke.
Give me a burger with no bun and one of them V-necks. Huh?
Yeah, I was heavy on the paleo. Man. And I was rocking. I looked like an H&M
What?
fat mannequin.
Assistant manager? About to get fired for a drug
And
problem?
I remember some girl said, "Oh, those." I was like talking to her. I was.
Oh, those are shoes
Yeah. She goes, "Oh,
for a kid.
those shoes are unique or something." Well, it wasn't a compliment.
Were you rocking the bright laces too?
No, they were blue. They were like they were like light brown. It was a bad look.
Come with braces on them.
It was a bad, dude.
The shirt untucked after half a day says, I'm not going to be here.
I'm phoning it. Well, at Acme, I'd untuck it. We'd always get yelled at. You got to tuck your shirt in. Tuck your shirt in.
Yours, I assume, would come out naturally in the back.
I have to, if
Bend
it's
it over
tucked
again.
in, I have to do a lot of ongoing maintenance.
Yeah, what would you get? Like maybe like two cases of bananas on the bend over that you'd have to tuck it back in? Do this thing?
Uh-huh. Dude, I remember I had a fat math
That's what
teacher.
people want to see.
Dude, a fat math teacher always used to reach back in here and hook it up. Dude, just fucking, whoa!
I do that all the time.
Yeah,
I
now
gotta
I'm like,
adjust.
oh, I'm that old fat guy.
Kids, get out of here.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, this one's from City Shuey. Haven't had one read. Is it garbage if you yell out, I pay my taxes while you're getting arrested?
Yes.
Which I respect it, though. That's the last act of a desperate man. You got
I pay your salary.
You got to do what you got. Dude, how many cops have heard? I pay my goddamn taxes.
You work for me, technically.
Take your taste. That's always a bit. It's like, yeah, whatever, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dirtball move.
That, in the same vein, this is from Thomas. Have you ever said, you just lost yourself a customer? Talk about a Hail Mary trying to win an argument. What are they going to say? Oh, no, please come back.
Just lost yourself a customer.
I've done that recently. I forget where the fuck I
You
was.
did?
No, but it was more like I was shocked at the level of not caring that they were showing. I forget where the fuck I
respect
was. Yeah, and I was kind of like,
Yeah, you're right. Fuck me.
yeah, I was kind of like, all right, I was fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, was that a hotel? We were trying to check into that hotel in Los Angeles at the end of the Route 66
yeah.
tour.
I don't remember.
And we had like fucking 9 rooms for everybody. And I'm like, can we check in? She's like, no. I'm like, I have 9 rooms here. None of them are ready. She's like, no. I go, do you have in my head, I'm like, do you have a lot of people coming in here and
Oh,
buying
yeah, this
9
was
hotel
after
rooms?
check-in.
This
was
is
after,
well after check-in. I'm
Yeah.
like, can I get a room? She's like, they're not ready yet. And then like turned around and started like talking on her phone again. I'm like,
Nice shoes, loser.
yeah, they're unique. But I was kind of like, I respect the level of not giving a fuck.
Yeah, I understand that.
I wish more people.
I also like that there is, hotels are the one thing where there is that flexibility. Like the late checkout, the early check-in, they play ball a little bit. Now, this place sucked, obviously, but
Yeah, this is
still.
the first time they've said the rooms are not ready. And I'm like, check-in was an hour ago. I got a goddamn show I got to get to.
I got to rub one out real
I'm trying to snap one off.
Can you draw the curtains in the business center for a couple of minutes? Help me out here. A long trip.
Yeah, that's that, and there's a certain level of not caring that a New York City grocery store cashier gives you.
Oh, yeah.
A teenage girl, like, just there doesn't look at you, no, hey, how you doing? No, thanks for coming. No, do you want to relax? Just like you're fucking, which I respect and I like, because I don't want to talk to you.
They got the tip cup out, too, in NYC at those.
They do. Well, mine
Mine, you don't break her off something, you're getting a stink eye.
is that because always mine doesn't have it anymore, but it used to be for the baggers because they'd have the old Dominican. I lived in a Dominican neighborhood for a long time. It'll be a retired Dominican guy would be down there bagging your groceries, probably not getting paid by them, but goes in. It's like, that's the thing. You whack them out each
Sure.
time. But I don't know. The cashiers are asking for tips.
They're bagging it up.
Yeah, I feel like that's different than the suburbs. The suburbs, they actually bag. The other, in New York, I feel they're like, what? I don't.
They don't give a
They
shit.
don't do. The
I
level
respect
of,
it, though.
I know the level.
Grifty as much as you can. We'll pay.
Just shaking a thing. Excuse me, sir.
Ain't that is.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody know how many milk duds you bought.
Well, it's also big on the bag. Like now you can buy the bag, and I feel like if you buy the bag, they'll bag it for you. If
Sure.
you don't, they
don't even want anything to do with you. I used to, as a cashier, I hated I loved bagging groceries. It checks my OCD for me. But I used to hate
Fuck that.
when they come in and they hand you their. This was like this is early 2000s, maybe late 90s. This is 2002, 3. No one was bringing their own bags in 22 years ago.
I remember
And they would give them to you, and I'd be like, these things smell so fucking musty, dude. I will give you a new bag.
you mean when somebody...
Someone I go pay
it was
for...
always some guy stinking of patchouli or something like that.
They were real
Get outta
hippies,
here.
and you're like...
Yeah.
They come in, and you're first go, hey, how you doing today? Paper, plastic, and you have your store card. Let me fucking square you up
I
here.
want paper and plastic.
Which I respect.
And triple it up.
That's the best way to do it. The paper bag and the plastic
That
bag.
was all with that, man. You could take over the world with one of those.
Uh-huh.
That dude in New York they do paper, and it's,
Yeah, you're walking out like it's the 1920s with a curled up bag with. Yeah, I feel like Henry Hill selling silencers. That's what it's like. It's all crumbled up.
Yeah, no shit. Like there's an old
It's
piece
also-
of fish in there.
As shit hits the fan, you need.
Now
You're fucked. That bag's. You're
jammed
That's
up.
a liability. At least with
You're
the handles,
jammed
you can hit them with it. You can stick and move. I got nothing to. And the streets are crazy now.
there was only one or two sets of parents, and they were the most far out there hippie parents that would go to like Fresh Fields before it was Whole Foods and bring their own sack. It wasn't even a bag; it was a sack.
Yeah. It
And
was
like-
a canvas tote.
Ugh.
And they'd hand it to me, and I'd go, buddy, I'm a germaphobe. I'd go, I would rather carry all your groceries home for you than fuck. And it's like,
It was always like an old banana in there.
yeah, that was, or like the skin of an onion that got fucking stuck in there. Oh, I'm sorry, that's from last week. Oh, is it, you dirtbag? Oh, you ruined the environment like the rest of us.
Skin of the onion, dude. I didn't like that thing. Stunk. You find those
Looks like
everywhere.
a big toenail.
That dude hated this.
Yeah. Oh, that's from last week. Is it? Your wife does not love you.
You working in a field or something, buddy? Get out of here with that shit.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Buying like cans of Amy's soup. Shut
Yeah,
up.
too many of them. My buddy, what are you doing here?
But now I love the bag.
The culture. I still won't take my own bag.
No. I buy one every time we go to the grocery store, and then I forget to bring it back, and then we just end up throwing them out. But I like the store bags that you can buy for $1, whatever
The
they
cloth
are.
ones.
They're not cloth. They're like plastic with a lining of cloth.
Like the keepable, like the.
It's almost like a tote.
Yeah,
Yes, those are all right.
they're like waterproof.
Those ones are like the $1.25 ones.
Yeah, not
and then
the
they have
New York
the 20,
has like
yeah.
the compostable.
I don't know what that shit is.
I don't
yeah.
mind it,
It's like
honestly.
It's like a
Something
bad
in it.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
I buy them all the time. We reuse them. It's like a penny you would put on in gym class, play shirts versus skins or whatever.
I knew a kid that just wore that. He was like a real rip. He was like the ripped up. He was shredded,
Oh, so he could.
and he was the bad kid. He was the kid that like had no parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody was burning him when he was a kid or something like that.
He emancipated himself.
Yeah, I remember for a whole year.
Shows up to school when he wants type thing.
Yeah, 100%. He would disappear for like 3 months at a time. But there was one spring semester where he just rolled around in a red penny. Nobody fucked with him.
We had a kid like that. I remember him showing the librarian his new tattoo at like 17.
Oh, that's bad. You got a tattoo in junior high. Or high school. That is a.
Where you grew up, that was
Yeah.
probably front page news. Stay away from the Ramirez kid. He's sleeping with some guy's mom, having a full blown affair.
That kid definitely was.
Yeah, good Lord. He must have been up in arms on Main Street. Kev, let's talk about Morgan and Morgan.
Ooh, I feel a settlement coming.
Ooh, gang, life comes at you fast. You know what else does? A delivery truck. Well, maybe the driver was drinking. I don't know.
Hey, listen, why don't you back that delivery truck up? We're full of cash, and we got a deal.
Gang, if you got injuries and you feel like you deserve a settlement, hit them up. Morgan and Morgan handing out the payday.
Yeah.
Like stimmy loans.
One person's negligence can result in another settlement.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Morgan and Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers.
There you go.
Stick them on you. How you do?
Look out. Got the jack.
With over $20 billion recovered for over
That's a lot of cash.
For over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation.
There you go.
They make you whole again, baby.
That's right, baby.
Submitting an
Make
injury
you rich.
Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is so easy. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win.
There you go.
For more information, go to forthepeople.com/garbage or dial pound law, which is pound 52 from your cell phone. That's for the people, FOR, thepeople.com/garbage or pound law, pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement.
Morgan and Morgan.
All right, this one's just funny. This is from Screaming Cold Steve Austin. Is it garbage if your dad only took you to see the movies he wanted to see? For example, when I was 5, he took me to see SWAT with Samuel L. Jackson. Shout out to SWAT. That was a good flick. That was a Colin Farrell vehicle. Right? Colin Farrell was in that?
Yeah.
That was...
And LL Cool J.
I didn't know. That was... I didn't know that movies could be cheesy. You know what I mean? I buy into whatever they say. I go, if it's a bad rom-com, I get lost in it. So I was like, this is gonna... I remember I walked out. Can you get me what year that came out?
I think 2005.
Yeah, so I was...
Sounds about right.
I was in high school.
That's when he started to make his run of, like,
Who?
big... Colin Farrell. He was doing, like, really big action movies. Miami Vice soon followed after that, I believe.
2003. Release date, August 2003. So I was about 17.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What
now.
are you running about then? About 200? Deuce and a quarter? What are you sitting at?
Hey, wait, give me a year.
17.
So 2005 was senior. So this is sophomore year.
So about 250?
I don't know. I never weighed myself until my mid-30s. Until I started losing weight, I never weighed myself.
Man, your cardiovascular system must have not been great.
No.
What do you think you could run? Down in the driveway?
What was your mile time? Do you ever run the mile or do you just walk it every
walked
time?
it.
Oh, what, at school?
In school. I was smoking heaters at the time. My lung capacity
You got the
wasn't.
zip up on?
Well, I also had asthma, so I used that as like
You had asthma?
yeah. I
Have we
technically
talked about this?
Still do. That's why Denise does not like me on the heaters.
You don't use an inhaler or nothing.
No, okay. It's now like allergy. It used to be like I used to have that on me all day. I used to have to go to the nurse's office every day and take a toke on that.
Oh, you told me that. That's right.
I had the spacer too. See, if you get an inhaler
Oh, the bubbler?
with a
What's that called? Nuricon or something like that?
No, that's a nebulizer.
Nebulizer.
No, inhaler with a spacer.
Nuricon.
Nuricon. With a spacer. These things were sweet. Give me an image on that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Looks like something you give a baby.
No, go down.
Taking a hit off the flashlight.
Do 1990s. It was like a Norico or something. Man, these things were sick. It was clear.
What the
No,
fuck?
no. It was like that one. Wait, go down. Right, straight down. Over one more. Yeah, it was like that.
Whoa.
Like a gravity bong.
Yeah, and it was so it would fill, that chamber would fill up and you could roast on some beasters.
That's like 4 or 5 pumps in there.
Yeah, so you would go and you let it let the chamber ice up.
Milk up.
Cool it down, baby.
You needed
Throw
to
a couple ice cubes in there for a creamy pull.
keep it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A milky chop.
Yeah, so that was
You'd have to hit that, huh?
I have to rip that 6 times a day or something like that.
You lay off the gluten.
Get up. Yeah, I was albuterol, Ventolin inhaler, then albuterol for a long time.
Sure, I know albuterol.
And then I Yeah, then it became like only
switched over to pull-ups after
then
that.
I only needed it time to time, and then now it's like really just I haven't had an asthma attack in a long time. It's mostly like allergy.
Now you're all R.J. Reynolds in there. Got a nice coat.
Tar's in here.
Nice coat of tar.
Yeah, Philip and Morris, how you doing?
Little asphalt in there.
Yeah.
Get lungs like a tube of Flex Seal.
Dude, it's I gotta get off them bad.
Gotta get off the heaters.
I'm switching to Zins, I think.
Really?
I might go over to
it's
the other
bad
side.
time, and there's a Zindemic right now.
Oh God, this fucking dork, 25-year-old loser.
You can't buy him anywhere.
You can't get Frappleberry anywhere.
All right, let's see. Staying in the customer service realm, this one's from Jean-Michel. $10 homie. Have you ever called to cancel a service or subscription hoping that they would give you a better deal before you get off the phone?
Yes, 100%. And
It's never
sometimes
worked.
they don't give a fuck.
They go, okay.
Everybody always says, nah, you just call and say that you're going to switch services, and they'll give it to you. I saw my dad try to do that to Verizon.
They play ball. Yeah,
And
sometimes they do play ball.
Give a fuck. And he was stunned. He's like, I can't believe that. And he's like, I'll take it over to T-Mobile. And I'm like, they're $1 billion. You're going to bring them down?
Mm-hmm.
Especially but even 15 years ago, I feel like you got a lot more leeway on the phone with those guys.
Yeah, there was. There was
Yeah.
a thing. There's a retention department where they switch you over and they try to keep you. Hey, we can offer you $10.99 off whatever. Dude, it's what they do to fucking old people. My mom's Comcast bill. My brother-in-law looked at it. It was like $900 a month, and she's like, they just let you stay in, and they add $29.99, add $14.99, add this.
Got to renegotiate.
And she don't fucking know. She goes, oh, the internet's in my house. This cost $1 million.
Is there a thing where this has never worked out for me, but they say new customers get and then you call, oh, I'm an existing customer. Why don't I get
that?
this?
Also, if they play ball, I've always feel like I just get treated like a second-class citizen. They go, get out of here.
Also,
you've been late on your bill every month. We don't want you. You're bad money.
What's this thing now where they're saying they'll give you, if you bring your phone in, they'll give you a new one for free? Well, what's going on there? Are they rooting through the phones?
Yeah, so that's what I'm on, I think. And it's like
I'm not giving my
it's
phone
the
up.
iPhone forever type thing where they start, instead of you buying, this is the way I think, I could be completely wrong, but this is what it kind of makes sense
What do
to
they
me.
want, the chips?
You rent the phone off of them. So you used to buy the phone, and that was your phone for 3 or 4 years, 5 years, whatever it was. Now you rent it, and then every 18 months you can go in and they give you a new one. So now you've paid $120 a month for the phone, or $100 a month for the phone, whatever it is.
What are they doing with the phones, though?
They then turn around and sell them probably to fucking another country.
Sell them or break them down, too. All those phones have all the parts they need for the next phone.
But the thing is,
They're not digging in, looking at your information and stuff like
they
that?
already have it.
Yeah, what the fuck do they? I want to see your fucking grundle that you take pictures of and stuff. They're good.
I had a spot on it.
They got all those pics already, dog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're screwed.
Good luck with the nightmares.
Welcome to my world, dog.
Take a peek at the red dragon. Like a mole in the bush.
This is from Anita Heater. Shout out to you. Is it garbage if the most famous person I met was a weatherman famous for getting caught on a prostitution charges in the 80s? His name was Marty Bass from WJZ in Baltimore. Let's get eyes on Marty Bass.
Shout out to Marty. I like it.
Also, dude, a disgraced weatherman is all right. You're not even the real weatherman. Let me get an image on Marty Bass.
There he is. He's still working.
Is he?
Hey, down here in Baltimore.
Is he still working?
I don't know if we could show this.
Yeah, you can. It's on the fucking internet. Pair with anchor Don Scott. He was arrested for soliciting prostitution on December 4th, 1985. It was a long time ago. It was a different time. Bass solicited a female undercover police officer. Ouch. In Baltimore's Patterson Park, the undercover cop testified Bass requested oral sex. Hey, I like the cut of this guy's ship.
I always saw on cops, I would be like, how do you not know she's a... When they would do that? Which that's entrapment, by the way. They'd
Sound like somebody who's got caught before.
They'd be down there, and the undercover ladies, they look like cops. They were never sexy.
That's always...
You want a hand job? I'll jerk you. You're definitely a cop.
I never understood that I'm just a paranoid man, but to pull up to a lady on the street and be like, hey, one, that's a cop. Two, I'd be more scared she was just waiting for the bus or something.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking for an HJ in my fucking Chevy Lumina.
Retired happily in 2014. It
There
seems
you
like.
go.
There you go. Probably got a little bit of cash on him.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Marty.
That's a goddamn sting operation. That sucks.
Bullshit. Beloved weatherman like that.
All right, this one's from Alex. Is it garbage to smoke in the back seat of a car?
Oh, my God.
I've done.
If you're the only one smoking, that's crazy.
That was most of our teenage years.
In a coupe, no
You're
window.
leaning forward.
I've done
It's
that.
coming around his head. We did that in my buddy.
Got something in your ear.
My buddy Justin's car. He got his license and he took his mom had like one of those like Chevy. Remember Chevy had like the Trailblazer? They were like those smaller SUVs, like an Envoy, a Trailblazer, something
they
like that in
sucked.
the early 2000s. His mom had one of those that had a third back row, real tight, like real crammed in there.
Third back row.
Yeah. It was the one. It's like it pops up and you're like,
But you're pressed against like the back window.
You're against the
yeah.
back. There's no then trunk or whatever. And we fucking all hopped in there, and someone was catching a heater in the third row of the car. I believe, and I think we were just ashing in like a cig can. Dude, we were lawless with it. And the cherry dropped or something, and it burned a hole in the first like 10 minutes of us being in the car. I remember his mom came back and was like, "You're smoking in the third row? Jesus Christ, it's a goddamn brand new car."
Foley, have you ever smoked in the car with your parents?
That's crazy.
What, like now as an adult?
Will you catch a heater with your mom in the car?
Me and Patty? Heaters all day. What are you, nuts? Yeah. Within the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I used to do that with my dad. That was nice.
Because there's no smoking over around my brother's house.
So you get a
Because it's still the thing. The kids know she smokes.
That's a big Irish Catholic thing. No one, you hide it.
Yeah. So if you want to have a heater before you get over there, then you got to hit it with the Febreze on your way out. Yeah, of course. Yeah, literally 2 weeks ago when I was home.
Yeah.
Going down 73, ripping a heater, AC on, windows open. Listening to fucking oldies 98.
I see like your
Living
whole
like-
family going to church, just like chain smoking.
Fucking hotboxing it.
A heater on a Sunday morning driving to church. Ugh. Would just add tiredness to you. Especially as a little kid, the windows are up. Man, you're already nodding off. You're thinking about breakfast and getting home. You're starving. You're tired. And then your dad lights up a red. Get that shit blowing in your face before you walk into church. Ooh.
It is a very dirtbag bonding moment, sharing a pack of heaters with your parent. Not like splitting it, but like they're communal cigs.
I rip Patty's heaters all the time.
There's moments, my dad would keep them on the dash.
She buys like 3 packs at a time.
That's old. That's such old woman Wawa shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 3 packs of Marlboro Lights. My stepmom.
What, are you going to poker game? What the fuck?
The girls coming up. My stepmom used to do that. She'd come out with a brick of fucking heaters, dude. I remember my dad was always one at a time. Because he's going to Wawa.
Because you're lying to yourself
Of
that
course.
this is the last pack. Nah, that's why I would never get a carton.
Yeah, because you're lying to yourself.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Which is where I like to operate.
In between reality and make-believe.
Of course. A little place called Foleyville, if you don't know.
But my dad used to keep them on the dash, and there'd be a thing. I'd be in the front seat. I'm in the late teens, early 20s at this point. Lean over and grab one off the dash. That was a real That was a real bonding moment.
When I knew I was a man.
That's when I knew that, and I was
Slides over to you on a turn.
Winston's with we used to drive a snowplow in the winter. My stepdad did. So I would have to get out. I was the shovel guy to get out and fucking shovel, like do the trimmings around the, find the light post, find where the curb starts, find where the whatever
So
is.
you don't hit a water heater.
Yeah, so you don't hit all that bullshit.
Or a water pipe.
That and cranking Winston's out of a soft pack with the gloves, taking the gloves off.
Outside?
No, you get in the cab
Yeah,
of the
you get
car.
it all warm.
The gloves are all wet. Pop that off. I remember, dude, at one point it was my stepdad. I was in the middle. It was a bench seat. I was in the middle. Way too big to be in the middle. And Danny was on the right. And we're just the 3 of us cranking Winsties. I'm reaching over Danny to Ash.
Slime balls. Your breath smelling like turkey and onions or whatever Wawa shorty you wolf down. That's all right.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. This one's from Ian Topkins. $10 homie here. Ever ordered the filet mignon at a hibachi table? They cook it separate from everyone else, and it makes me feel like royalty.
We got to do hibachi.
It's a good time.
Never done it.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't like eating around other people.
Yeah, let's see if we can get we'll shoot it.
Talking like a Benihana.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get a back room.
Do like GoPros on our bodies, yeah.
It's a good time. They fucking get you all sauced up. It's a little sexual for me. I don't love it. Dude, there's a picture of me that I can find of me the last time I went to hibachi. It was like my
tongue in a shrimp midair.
I was so fat and dude, just such a slut. It was so bad, and this picture haunts me. I got my arm around the seat next to me, and I'm half drunk, dude.
Is anybody in the seat?
I don't think
Those
so.
are tight seats too.
Those
you are
tight
quick
seats.
on.
So someone might have got up to go to the bathroom, and I was stretching it out.
Oh, do you remember giving me shit?
Probably.
Last week because I put my arm around the Uber driver.
That was insane. Were you in the car for that? No, it was me, him, and Tommy, I think, or me, him, and Rubinoff. Dude, we're in a tight.
I was talking.
He's in the front seat.
And we were all talking. He was talking
no,
too.
No, he wasn't. He's in the front seat of an Uber, and the three of us are in the back seat. We're talking. He reaches his arm out around, and now he's got his arm around the driver's seat. It was
what?
I mean,
we're all boys here.
It happened to the point where the three of us in the back were like, "This is no one even said anything. We all just went, "That's nuts."
Why?
It was
That's his space, man.
That's like you're his uncle or something. That's how you doing, right? I mean,
he's got to operate a motor vehicle.
You're inches from
I didn't put it over his shoulder like
Sounds
we're
like you're pretty
newlyweds.
close.
They were too close. Dude, the three of us immediately went, I've never seen that happen. That's crazy. You do that with a loved one.
Holding court. Hey, kids knocking off back there.
Yeah, you want to be careful bringing your girl to a hibachi spot.
Why?
It's just sexual.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, and the guys all fucking, they flip a fucking shrimp down her tits and stuff like that. She's fishing it out.
They shoot the sake. They have like a shooter thing.
Yeah.
They'll shoot sake
It's
in your mouth.
They get real sexual with the broads, which I
Really?
don't, yeah.
Huh.
Take Patty.
She's ball washing 2 radishes. And then married woman. Make me sick.
Yeah, all right, let's see.
More than fried rice. I like a fried rice.
And they do it great. They do it big on the table. I don't know. I don't love eating in front of people like that.
Just said that,
I don't
yeah.
love the communal table.
If it's all us.
And my family,
I'm not eating with the Schwartzes or anything like that.
The first time
the Smitherins.
The first time I went, I was in my 20s. I think it was that picture of me. I've only been a couple of times, and I was like 20 probably or whatever, late teens. And to me, with how my family would go out to dinner, we go to Three Monkey, you know what I mean? We're like we're a bar and grill family.
Of course.
We're not Asian cuisine demonstrative hibachi family. You know what I mean?
Bar and grill family.
Yeah, place where you can get a pitcher of beer like a goddamn gentleman.
Sure.
Bucket of beers.
Sure.
Maybe a cheesesteak egg roll. So
We
going
got
there.
Rolling Rock on draft.
I thought I was in Tokyo.
That's
dude.
when you know
it was crazy. I was like, "Hello, table for 8, please."
You're showing him your passport.
I'm here for pleasure. I swear to God, I'm not working. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that was so foreign to me. That and my boy's family.
Where were you where you hit somebody with that's called sex tourism?
At the cellar. I didn't. My boy's family would go out to not even number one Chinese food, not the one in the strip. They'd go out to
I talk about this all the time. That's
why
a
are you yelling
dime.
at him?
Cause I want to go to
and
one.
you're not hearing what I'm saying. This is what you do. Yeah,
They go to a nice Chinese joint, and I like a sit-down Chinese restaurant. They're the best.
but not this was more Chinese than American Chinese.
Like a spot in Chinatown, kind of.
Kind of, but not that. It was more. It wasn't number one Chinese.
like lychee martinis and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's just a little more like.
Ooh-wee.
Isn't it lychee?
Sure.
Ladies love those.
Oh, my wife.
Love them.
That and like a dragon fruit or something.
Dude, my girl will go through a fucking bag of those things like a spider monkey. She loves them. They're delicious.
They're so good.
It's like an Asian grape. I don't know what it is. I fucking love them. They're so good. And you get one of those in a
They got
teen,
the skin on them, too. You got to de-skin them, don't you?
skin them.
Nah, that's like bugs.
She goes through
That's
it
like larva to me.
She goes through it like a safecracker. Those
Yeah.
things are great.
Hold
on, back to the Chinese spot.
No, but I'm just saying they would
hungry now.
They would go to that, and that's so foreign to. That was always, no pun intended. That was so foreign to me. I mean,
Even like my parents were like that too, but for some reason in the 90s, a nice
You've
sit
said
down.
I understand it. I'm just saying that was. I've said this too, but it's just very. We were the pub, gyros, hula hands,
They used to-
Applebee. Like we weren't going to fucking.
There used to be such a good one near me called Lele. Oh, it was so nice.
Like a spot in Christmas Story, kind of.
Yeah, but nicer.
Okay.
They got in the 90s. They got real nice, and they'd have the big table with the lazy Susan in the middle.
Love it.
All right, this one's from Nonsense $10 Trash Collector Union President here. Never
Whoa.
had one, Red. How you doing, sir? Is it garbage to show your buddy's wife, who was a radiologist?
Stop right there. Show your buddy's wife anything.
Show your buddy's wife, who was a radiologist, an X-ray of your foot at a birthday party for a second opinion.
No. I'm big on that.
No.
I am big on that. That's what.
No.
That's why you have connections in the family. Which I had a situation not that long ago where I was told by this lady, if you ever need anything, reach out. Okay, she's a nurse or something like. She might be a hairdresser. I don't know. She's something in the business, something medical. And I hit her up with a question, and she iced me. Now I don't feel like I can go to her. I love showing my X-rays to everybody.
What X-rays do you get?
I just have my endoscopy and colonoscopy. I've been showing those around like baby pictures.
Just signing them. Hey, done. First time meeting a celebrity.
That colon's clean as a whistle, which I don't know how that happened.
I mean, if she asked to see it, I, like, hey, let me take a look at it or something. I understand that, but I mean, I think forcing it on is a time and a place. It's also like,
What if you're at like a birthday party and you don't have any doctors in your family, do you? No.
do you?
Yeah, I got some doctors in my family.
Who?
A bunch.
Hit me.
No,
No, you do
married
not.
into the family.
No, that's not your family.
They're at my Christmas party.
That's not.
They're
your,
eating up all my cocktail shrimp.
You're flipping them at him.
We got a couple of doctors in the
Medical doctors or like history teachers who have a PhD. I got a couple of them.
Just a guy who's real good on the court. Hit you with a hook shot. Turn your lights out. Yeah, we got a couple of doctors floating around. So let's
See how he's being real vague about this? I think we've done this.
Oh, what do you want me to start showing diplomas? I got to protect these
What
people.
are they doctors of?
Medical. MDs.
Not doctors.
MDs. Medical school. Yeah. Write scripts.
You give me painkillers.
So if you were at a birthday party and you did have a doctor in your family, some guy doesn't have stucco on his fingers.
Hey, my family built this great country, all right? Fucking sandbagging, slip and fall, fucking settlement family you got going on over there. I'll shut down every port in this fucking country.
And you had
From Maine to Texas.
Say you had something on your face or something like that.
There's medical people in
You
my
would
family.
say, what do you think? Is it, should I get that
That's
looked
a
at?
little different than breaking out an X-ray. Or so if my mom goes like, my mom worked in the medical field. My aunt was a nurse.
Oh, yeah, the piece. I would have no trouble showing her something. Ever take...
Hey, Doc, I get a second opinion. Pour some sugar.
Hey, is this too big?
If it's your gut, yeah.
Oh, the girls are complaining about it. This isn't too big.
No, in your medical opinion. Your professional opinion, Doc.
Like, is this small? Did you consider this small? No.
I think they would have to ask. If they go, you know what I mean?
The hell is that?
That's they can't just fucking flip the switch and have the light thing with the throwing up fucking X-rays. You gotta ask.
Oh, man, my mom loves that stuff. She loves to take a look at that stuff.
Also, this guy had to bring his X-ray to the birthday
It's
party.
probably on your phone, I assume.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Got your manila envelope.
Yeah,
He's holding it up there. If
Is
you
this
step
for
on-
me, Uncle Randy? No, it's not, kid. You seen your mom anywhere around here? That's all right. Patty would do that to me all the time when I was a kid. I've told you this before. This might have been a Patreon thing. When she showed the guy my jock itch, we were moving. And it was like one of my dad's Navy buddies. I don't know if he was a doctor or not. I know he played softball and sucked. Put him out in right field. But I remember him sitting on the toilet and him looking at my stinger. She was in there, too.
Bet she was.
Counting money.
It's 100 to look, 200 to
Yeah,
touch.
because I had jock itch on my left side.
How old
really
were
bad.
you?
Young.
I mean, I got it young, too.
Ooh. I just had another little bout of it. I had to go in there with the Tenactin. I don't know what that does to the boys.
Isn't the way Tenactin?
Yeah, like
Is that for athlete's foot?
yeah. I think it's Tenactin.
Lotrimin.
No, that's for your toenails.
That's also for your junk if you get a bad rash on there. Had that.
That's no good for it. I thought they stopped selling that.
No, Lotrimin AF. I know that is.
Is good for you or bad for you?
Jock itch.
Good.
Jock itch.
Tenactin.
Tenactin. Tough acting.
Are you a fat piece of shit who has bed sores on his weenie?
But athlete's foot and jock itch are the same thing, right?
I believe so, yeah.
'Cause
Or it's fungus. It ain't pretty, whatever it is.
Because I actually used, it was athlete's foot spray.
Can't be showing that at a doctor. Can't be showing that at a fucking birthday party. Hey,
Take a look at this cigar
hey, you're
burn.
a receptionist at a dentist office. Is this jock itch?
Because I've been going to town on this thing. Tongs, hairbrushes.
An itch that won't quit, baby.
A little bit's all right, but man, I've had it bad.
All right, we got to wrap it up, gang.
What a fun one.
Yes.
Gang, we love you. See you next week.
Peace.